Yo, everyone. What up? We're doing another video. I usually prepare beforehand, but today I decided not to. Interesting. Interesting. Curious. I can't be bothered, to be honest. I can't be bothered recording a whole video. So let's just pick a random ass match, it doesn't matter. And we'll just watch it. Okay, how long does this last for? 12 days. How long does this match last for? I haven't done a fraction in a while, so this is 50 minutes. The game lasts. So if the game lasts 50 minutes, then we split it up 25-25. Okay, that sounds good. I don't know. I just can't be. I don't. I think eventually one day I will stop, because I mean I've gone 31 days in a row uploading a video that's at least 20 minutes long. Like that shows how much of a no life I am. So I think I'll eventually cut them down to like 10 to 20 minutes max. But right now I have nothing to do, but I'm just going to keep on alt tabbing, pretending that someone cares about me, but we'll see. Whoa, what it? Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I've been so tired this whole week. Oh, so let's check out the fan. We're supposed to be working from home, but like, because of a flood that happened, but I can't do work from home from my field. Like, I'm not gonna say it feels wrong, but like, it's just, there's no motivation. Like, when I was doing uni from home, there was at least a little bit of like, whatever you want to call it, motivation, or there was like reason to do it, you know. But with this type of stuff, I'm like, I literally can't. I feel like I'm useless. Anyway, let's just watch it. I don't know what I want to do. I might just like. The text is creeping up. The stunt comes out, but Sentinels are not able to capitalize on this. And oh, Andrew, and yeah, Andrew, man, I am, as the kids would say, more faded than a hoe right now. Why don't we do a breakdown instead? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a breakdown of like the first 3 rounds. I'll even check out the epic pin here. Epic pin. I wonder if you can actually see the epic pin. Or me drawing with the epic pin on here. Because I remember I tried to do a video and you just couldn't see it. Oh, who's that? Who's that trash ass? Bro, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck. Hide. How do I... There we go. Finally, okay. Here we go. So we're gonna see just contact. No anything here. Chamber on the look. Dapper gets the kill, gets out. Great job. Here, I think what Santos should do is just regroup, right? Because let's have a look. Where is everyone? How do I undo control shit? Okay, wait. So we have. They just got. Dapper just got a kill here. Yeah, Zom's on his back. Wait, is it? It's not Zom's, it's Sick. Oh no, is this just when. No, Fracture was played during Champions 2021. Why are they playing these double controller comps? It's so weird. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like. Because was Astra still relevant here? I thought Astra got nerfed after Champs 2021, and then that's when we entered the Omen and Brim and Viper, whatever. It just seems weird. Like, both. Piss off. Hmm. Well, I have a good ass idea, but I'm gonna finish doing this cast and then I'll create a second video of what I actually want to do. Okay. Oh, oh. And oh. Okay, anyway, so it gets a kill, and they regroup three towards here. What util do they have? Shazam has a fault line and a flash, right? So if they're really important, if they really want to say, oh, we want to create pressure, because when you get a kill here, as attackers, you think, oh well, they think we made noise because they only saw one, but they didn't have an opportunity to see more, maybe. So they think, well, they might rotate some more players over to the B side. And then, okay, so the players A main can do some, can make an effort to do something. I guess the idea is to slow wall, which I don't hate, but yeah, I guess it's just kind of unlucky they run into Tix here, who gets a kill and TP's out. So it's a 4v4 now. Oops. See, that flash, it's just useless. That flash does nothing. What the fuck? What was that flash? Look, he pulls out the flash, uses it there. Like, even let's just say he TP'd, right? From here to here, and that flash did hit. I just think it's so unlikely. Like, it was placed like here as well, which is kind of weird because if Tix is playing on this half, right? This half, he can just run away and most likely live. If he's on this half, he doesn't get fully blind. So I don't know, a bit of a dodgy flash, but we'll let it go and continue on. So Sentinels is making a lot of noise. I think they're trying to potentially get a lurkout because maybe they think, oh, Dapper got a kill and TP'd out. I'm just going to push B main because I want to make a play. God of type. And then Zombs, he's making a play towards Dish. And the two members, it's very risky, I'll be honest. I don't. They do the fault line, so you're not sure about committing it. I think since the Viper ball comes up, they could have just cut noise here. EU, I didn't even know when he threw that molly. That thing lasts for a long ass time. Oh, he wasn't even vulnerable. Anyway, that's just a good job just to check close. Anyway, Sick got detected by the Slowfield. Hello there. Oh god, I'm tired. I've not had fizzy drinks or anything in a while. I guess it's good for my health, but yeah. Anyway, Tix gets headshot, TP's out. So I mean, Sentinels are still a little bit low HP, but now that they have their bipolar charged up, they dink down Tix. I think that's their best chance to go through, right? They should just like sprint out. I mean, that's what happens. Dapper sprints out and god damn. Anyway, Dapper sprints out of sight, gets one. Tix, he was on HP, tries to swing out through wall, potentially catch him off guard while they're still maybe like clearing out the site, because I think maybe he could have done that a second earlier, if I'm being honest. As soon as, So you can hear the footsteps when they like drop, right? So as soon as you hear something, or as soon as they get the kill, you push through the wall, and then you might be able to catch one off guard. I'm pretty sure someone, I think maybe Zoms had exposed himself on this side, so maybe you could have done something there, but it ends up not working out that hero play. So it's 2v3. HP on the members are a little bit low. We're gonna see this after shot coming. Zom just 6. I think he was dead anyway. His logic was, well, if I run out the breach, here's sightlines on me, I'm just gonna get the plant down because there's only 30 seconds left as well. The double up here towards drop. I actually kind of like this. I like this a lot. Just hoping to get one because I mean they are both low HP. Sadly, Dapper doesn't get one. I'm not. It could have been spotted out there. Hazed, dinged up. I mean, sick dinged up. Not able to get anything. So NRG, good job turning that back around. I think Sentinel, they had a decent game plan. I think there was a validity to going for that 3-man push early into the round. But I think on a pistol, it could have been better just to cut noise. You have this trip watching flank here. You could have had maybe Dapper and Zoms push up here, break the trip, maybe make a little bit of noise and drop back. Then group up as 5, decide where you want to go. Maybe it's a B split, or I think a B split would have been good. But peeking here turned out to be the worst mistake of the round. So it wasn't a horrible play. Like, it wasn't like, what are they doing? But definitely could have been better. I'm going to disable that because I want to hear notifications if my friends want to play it, but let's be honest. The FFR. Okay, NRG, good one. Yeah. You know, I'm actually so excited to see Tix on the guard. I think he's so good. And I think on this team he'll have a lot of freedom to just kind of do what he wants. Because on NRG, you know, when he looked his best is when he was playing the chamber. And that is I don't have to do anything for my team, I just play for myself sort of agent, right? I don't have duties that I have to do. So I kind of like the decision. Tix. It looks like, oh my god, I saw this and I was like, how's the Dapper going so far? Right, I forgot Fracture got rework. This is pre-rework Fracture. Who's gonna win this? I think it is gonna be Tix. Well, I guess Dapper won the assert dominance. Oh, a notification, is that for me? Oh, a notification, is that for me? Okay. Sentinels 5-man push towards A. I like it. Only problem is they're getting cook flanked right now. Look at that. Boom, boom. So if they don't just go, which it's very hard to do. Guess what? It's extremely hard to do to just go full on. It gets a double controlling thing. So I guess that's why. When you're not only running into a Viper wall, but a Astrosonic, it is so confining. It's like, you can't push through that. You're getting 50%. Because the thing is, when you're pushing through like a Viper wall, right? It's a bit like 2D, you know? Because when you push through it, you kind of know where they could be. But when you're running through a circular smoke, that's horrible, Fraser. A smoke like this, right? No, I'll just go with the circle. When you're running through this is top-down view. Since that circular edge, it's so hard to tell where they're going to be. And on top of the 50%, 50 HP decay, it's like, but they're getting fast flanked. We're gonna see Som. He's gonna be taking contact. The wall goes down first, nearly the second, but I won't say whiffs it, but doesn't get the opportunity to capitalize fully. No, they swing off 3 on the round. The okay, a little bit of a whiff, a little bit of another whiff. It's all good. Only one loss. Sadly, Chicks could not pick up Spectre, but they just chill. 2-2 chill. NRG good. Bonus. I'm not sure what type of play NRG did towards B main. But yeah. I just had a mind blank. I don't know what happened. Anyway, this is a pretty default setup. Especially as a recent, I think we've seen a lot of teams do this. I forgot who did it. I think it happened at Champs. So I think it was FPX or DRX or something, or Optic maybe. But they did this like every round. It was ult line here, room smoke here, and your neon runs through here like this. Right, and it's just denying so much space. Or like you just, I think as you brim, you just angle it a little bit over like that, right? And that essentially denies all the space. The only place they can hide is here. Typically, you should be able to spot it out. And it's like the neon strut. They run super fast, and they're just trying to take control of the space. Because B main is like the main area, right? Usually, if you want to perfectly hold a map, I'd probably say have an operator A main, someone playing Sands. Maybe not. I was thinking I was gonna say someone like I was gonna say like a breach holding Sand. So if they take contact, you can like fault line across like that. But I guess it's probably better if you just have could play like weak side A, have one here, trip towards dish, and then that's A sorted essentially. You have like an anchor here playing towards canteen, making sure they just can't push over. In the last 3, because it's 1-1-3. Then the last 3 are just fighting for B main. Because the thing is, your neon is trying to take control of this close space, and then you can have someone else like your brim, or maybe not your brim, probably your breach, can lurk under here and potentially catch someone off here. Oy. Anyway, yeah. So that sums it off. I mean, some has the read but couldn't get the kill. I think maybe you could have committed like an aftershock into that corner or a flash for some, but it is what it is. I think they thought that he was already stunned up. And look at this NRG immediate answer back. 2-man push from A main because the comp was probably that they saw like 3 towards here. So it's just like, oh, let's just push 2v2 towards A main. That works for us. And they catch it off guard. Killing whoever Shazam. Dropping the bomb. What? Who on earth got that kill? How the hell did Dapper just die? Because that wasn't a warband kill. No, it was bloody Android from B main. He pushes through and somehow kills. I mean, Shazam is probably pissed right now, as rightfully he is, because like he dies from here, and Dapper's the one watching this angle. I think It'd be a miracle if Android's able to get a second here. Yep. So Zom gets the trade on 29 HP, nearly losing to the Spectre. But now the Comma sees 29 HP, guys. Push him. Push him, push him. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They've contacted the bomb zoms. I think he just has to back off, yeah. He still has his wall and his orb available right now. So, I mean, it's a bit hard to utilize it properly. So the orb here, really good recall. Hades gets 2. Hades gets 2. How on earth? Still has contact with the bomb. Ken's eventually came from arcade area. But I like this play a lot. Instead of trying to guard the bomb, he ends up playing a little bit of a cat and mouse game of being like, oh, where did I go? And he's eventually going to rotate back to the B site, but not in time, because Ken's is going to have the site to himself. Should hit the plant, yep, does. Swings out, does even see where the bomb's planted, gets a headshot, knows the corner. Has util available, but it's not very smart to go for it quite yet. Here, hops across, here's that. Let's pull off the sheriff. Etienne's wins it. Oh my, 26 HP. What a clutch. What a clutch. I feel like this video is already a little bit long. Let's see. I cannot see how long I have. Oh, here, 20 minutes. I think I spent about 5 of those complaining and whinging, so I will ignore that and do a couple more rounds. Maybe I'll wait till the next full gun round after this, but anyway, this is the kind of full gun round. So what do we see here? We see, I mean, everyone, this time no aggression from NRG towards B-Man. So Zoms has been able to control that space, so that's good. However, on the other side, we see heavy presence towards A-Man. We have Egu. He has a fault line set up, and then this two-man set up ready to pick on contact or trade or whatever. And then the last two, they're watching B-Man. I really like the setup. Because ask me, how many times have you seen someone lurk up B-Man? It feels so difficult to lurk up B-Man because once you enter this choke point here, there's just so many angles that you can get shot by that you have to check. At least there's canteen. There's someone could be playing on site here. Someone could be playing on site here. Someone could be playing heaven. Someone could be playing Gen. Someone could be playing CT. Someone could be playing arcade. Right, there are so many angles you have to check. It's a little bit easier to look arcade side, mostly because not many people check there as much, but it feels like a little bit easier to like do this type of lurk instead of this type of lurk. It just is. That's my explanation. So they're just ignoring this. Technically, Zoms could just be shift walking with his knife out right now for all I care, and he could have taken all the space. But the chances are they think, oh, well, probably someone's going to make noise if they try and take control B-main here. So they don't worry about it, which I really like. They're focusing all their attention towards arcade. Eventually, I'd say, because this is only very early into the round, I think probably 10, 20 seconds. Get that. 10, 20 seconds later, I think someone like probably Som would have to be like, okay, I'm going to have to just check here. Make sure that they haven't taken side or aren't pushing CT. Or, actually, it would probably be Hayes to check. And then he would probably hold this type of angle here. That's supposed to be a straight line, but... So that's the B side sorted out. And for A side, they have a trip and they have 3A. I love this setup a lot. Especially after last round where they hit this heavy B setup. So they're kind of egging them on to take this B main. Looks like they're getting a little bit frustrated here. Viper Wall for Zom, so that kind of confirms. So Zom sets up that Viper Wall, so now they know that someone's been made. The fault line also from Android, they swing out. No, never mind, that was from Shazam, just trading utility, trying to take control. Looks like he's solo pushing, but once again, I'm not sure if solo pushing here accomplishes much. If anything, if you're a solo breach here, checking out the util like the fault line and the flash, that's good. Right, but other than that, you really need to be careful. You don't want to die. I think maybe doing some junk peaks, that could be a decent idea, and just hope you don't go down. Hope that they don't have an operator or something. But other than that, we'll just see how that rest plays out. Hayes gets that kill. I'll just sit there. And Dapper's also here. So makes the call. So now that whoever's playing Breach, EU has arrived, Hayes doesn't have to watch this angle anymore and can 1v2 Dapper here. And let's see how that plays out. Sees the body and Hayes gets the kill. See, that was really good there. That push and pull, right? EU, he rotates over from B because the content is, well, they're making absolutely zero noise towards A main. Or they just chuck out some flashes, which is most likely fake util, and they also chucked out this Viper War hit. So the callers, Sentinels they're probably pushing from B. So that push and pull, EU rotates over. He's watching this access into site, and so the pause Hayes, he can go back. Sorry, anyway, so Hayes can go back and help someone out because someone's like, hey, I saw Chamber here, whatever. And so now the Chamber's caught unsuspecting, and it's a 5v3. So this is a really good opening setup. And once again, they made so much noise towards B main that it's like the fraction is a map, obviously 4 entrances. It's very hard. You can't control all 4 entrances, right? You can control 3 probably with a trip on 1 and then like a 2-3 setup as we saw in this round, but you're leaving one section empty. And as long as you do the proper things to compact that and read and have a decent read about what's happening on this side of the map. For example, if they're using util, like some use the Viper's Wall, you shouldn't just be ignorant to it and be like, I wonder what they're doing. It'll probably be alright. And so that's 5v3. They have this, I think, is that a Viper's Orb? I think that's a Viper's Orb. A defensive Viper's Orb. Here, once again, I would say I don't really like the setup. It feels like a couple of the members, aka the 2 members here, aren't doing much. Like in theory, they could have one person rotate over, right? But they don't need to, right? They have Tex watching this angle, which is very deep A main, right? It's not like he's forced to like watch from a very passive angle or like playing stairs area where, because let's just say he's playing stairs area, right? As soon as he takes contact, let's say gets out, TP's out with his life, right? Sentinels already have sight, so there's no point playing it. But when he's playing a super aggressive angle like this, Sentinels will take 5 to 10 seconds to even reach main, where the Astro can pop a smoke and do whatever to help out Tex. They also have the trip set up here. So this is like a perfect setup. Right? Their plan could just be, retake A, right? It's probably just the core retake A. Tex, just make sure you don't die. All we need is for you to act as like a trip, a secondary trip, right? Because if he gets info, even if he can't shoot even let's say his mouse button just dies all of a sudden, as long as he has the information that there's multiple there, at 17 seconds if the molly comes out, they have the fault line, they have so much util. A second molly as well, this is absolutely doomed. Yep, they're just going to have to save. Really good job, Tex, even on the flank as well. I mean, that was just like a great round from NRG. Great round. What was that? we're going to see another go round. This is probably going to be my last round that I review, but that's a good last round. I hope I express my opinions correctly. I do have a little bit of a habit to mutter on a bit, so countdown has stopped. And what do we see here? Similar, very similar setup to last time. Technically 3 towards A main, but it's not as an aggressive setup. For example, we don't see Tex and who's playing Android as close to the barrier this time. Like last time where they were kind of playing on early contact. But here, they're doing a little bit more passive. So they're going to swap positions now. I don't know why Tex wasn't set up properly. But they'll have this Viper, which is good. But look at the super aggressive angle. This time, NRG, they're not watching from the same positions they had last time. Last time they had this set up, this double crossfire setup. This time, they're playing a little bit more passive on the B side. One playing towards heaven. I don't know, is that called heaven? Heaven. I feel heaven doesn't sound right. This sounds like heaven. This looks like heaven to me. But there's also rafters in the new version. One thing I've always sucked at is callouts. But anyway. And we're going to see what happens. Oh, we see a dash out. Huge info coming in. Once again, I don't know what Android's doing here. Like, obviously, at this setup, you only really need 2. Like, last round, I understood the need for 2. Because they had Tex, who was in this position, who had a little bit of a narrower view. But this round, he's watching. He's got the sightline. He's got the sightline all sorted out, right? Very early contact. As soon as he takes contact, the fault line comes out where the member of Sentinel will have to drop back because they can't push forward, essentially. And the idea here is, since in the last round, Tex had this more narrow view, it was for Android to play close and on contact, for him to swing out, and potentially the breach use a flash through or fault line and whatever to help set up both of them. Here, doing nothing. We have a trip watching here. We don't need someone watching. I don't think it's a good argument to say, well, they could smoke the trip, right? Yeah, I guess they could, but like, yeah, what's the point of tripping any? Or I shouldn't say that, but hopefully you get my point. It's hard to just say, oh, yeah, sure, I guess they could. But yeah, we could have seen Thingamajig Android be here and holding this angle. And here's the Viper's Orb. Yeah, he just needs to watch it. Most likely it isn't going to be taking contact, and Som can be a bit more of a presence holding this angle and doesn't have to focus less on, doesn't have to care about dying as much or what's going to happen towards B main. Because when you're on this angle, you are thinking a little bit of what's happening towards B main. So he's hiding his close up. But here, if he's just purely focused on what's happening here, what's happening towards Arcade, I need to help out Hazed. But enough of me rambling. Tens, he dashes up and Hayes is going to take first contact. Both of them summed up by Shazam, but we're going to see contact early. Hayes wins out the gunfight and Som on top gets a kill and dashes out. Alright. See, those were 2 good early kills, right? I think Sentinels just wasn't enough util being set up. I think I would have liked to see maybe a... Wait, can you even flash that? But you can't? Oh, maybe a flash across here would have done the trick. But obviously there was someone heaven, and Tens, they were just hoping that Tens won the duel because the fault line hit him. The play should either be flash close, so if someone's playing there, they have to run back, right? And then once they fall back, they get on flash. They're holding maybe this angle, let's say. Then that's when you use the fault line across here, and Tens can swing out. But that's not what happened. Tens end up also getting stunned, and that kind of ruined the play. Because Tens just was in a 50-50, pushing into a defender and lost against Hayes. And then this was just a great position from Som, sitting on top of Generator, watching over where they least expected it. I think this also would have been amplified if they had a smoke set up here, right? Because I'm pretty sure Som would have been able to see over the smoke, and that would have been really good. So once again, we're in a 5v3. So how should SEN try and salvage this? Where on earth is... I cannot tell... This is the only problem about this map. I cannot tell if Zoms is above or below right now. Okay, he's below. So then, yeah, I don't mind this. He just needs to get a pick back. And in 5v3, it's not like, oh, I should play safe. I should take smart fights. No, you just take any fight you can. Hold an aggressive angle like this. Hope you win it. And he does. Sailor gets traded out. Spike also down. So Hazed and Som are going to push out. Zoms gets one. But doesn't expect Soms gets one. But doesn't expect Som to be so close. So I really like that two-person push out. If there was just one there, for example, if Som's got that why did I say Soms? When Som got that kill, that trade back onto Zuzam, and noticed the bomb going down, if he was the only one there, right, it wouldn't have been a smart decision to like wildly go running out, trying to get a trade. It would have just been better maybe to just hold this angle still. Maybe if he had backup up. We'll see, but he ends up getting that kill, so they have control of bomb. Don't know where the last is. They've got a minute left. Still don't know where he is, I think. We're just gonna see. Deppy just trying to isolate a fight here. Hope that they're not watching an angle of his. So I would really like to see him go towards heaven. Sees that spot. It's spotted out, but I'm not sure. I don't think Android actually saw. Yeah, I don't think Android actually saw Dapper, but he ends up sprinting anyway. Just kind of thought so, and yeah, ends up losing that. So good 4K from Som. There's really good positioning from Som, and constantly changing up the angle. Had a really good first position to watch on top of here to arcade, then dashed out for the... So that was kill number 1. Then our second kill, I think he dropped down and was holding more of this angle. And that's the thing, you need to be mixing up your angles. So hop down, was also watching a similar angle. But I think he got a kill like... Yeah, I think the second kill was like this, right? Or something. And I got the second kill from mixing up the angle. Third kill, Hazed and Som, they ended up pushing out here. And sure, Som's got one, but Som had the immediate trade for the third kill. And just here, just doing his due diligence, probably just holding this angle, and then just every now and then checking here, and ends up getting the fourth. So that's a good fun around, and I am done with this.